Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining on this another live stream today. So this is the 1st of July and this is on Sunday. So this is about the Forex forecast. So I will be reviewing the markets on Forex and also indexes and then gold and WTI oil, and then we're going to review what kind of news we have for next week. We have FOMC, that's for sure, and including that, we check what kind of news we have just to prepare psychologically for the volatility in the market. Okay, so let's start. Let me squeeze my face. And before starting here, just a quick disclaimer. This information today is based on my own experience. So when you take trades, please do with your own risk management. And if you could follow the guidelines rules during this live stream, that would be great. So let's get started. Hello everyone, thank you for joining. Asif, Alesman, and Emmanuel, Faiz, and Rose, Jarrell, and Orvin, Ryder Jack, and Dean, Anthony. Thank you for joining everyone, great to see you. I hope the sunset is not too bright in my back. Looks like I'm having a rainbow on top of my head. Yeah, the sunshine is so strong here in Dubai. So, like I briefly mentioned on this on the chat, I have to end the live stream today in about 30 to 40 minutes because I have to go see the landlord, and I might be making the contract for the new apartment here in Dubai. So I have been super busy for the last 3 days after I landed Dubai because of these paperwork and also contracts. I have to review the contract and everything, but hopefully next week I should be settled so I can start to message everyone. But for now, I have been a bit tight on the schedule, so please wait for me until next week. Alright, so let's get into the topic. So we screen charts on the Forex pairs first. So as usual, we look at the weekly time frame because we are on the new week next week. So every weekend I check the weekly time frames, and every month end I check the monthly chart, and every day end I check the daily chart just to see which way market's going, and also how it's been taking place. We have to always look at the bigger picture and narrow it down to lower time frames. So let's start from Euro USD on the weekly time frame. So at a glance, this is range because the market is on the N wave. This is on the M wave in the P wave, squeezing P wave, while the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span too close with the candles, and there's no direction and no trades, simply speaking. So let's look for some trending pairs or trending markets by the weekly time frame. Euro AUD is also flat. It's been retracing, and now the price is in between Kijun Sen and Kumo. So next week could be also tricky. Euro Pound is also this is downtrending, sort of, because the Senko span A is down and Kijun Sen down, Chikou span below the candles. But if I see the previous couple of weeks here, there are too many weeks ups and downwards, and I don't see a stable trend in the market. So I would expect that next week also could be very tricky. But I will be looking for the sell chance on Euro Pound next week. So let me mark this one, because this is technically downtrending as per Ichimoku lines. So let's go to the Euro JPY. Alright, Euro JPY is now retracing, and now it's ranging Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. And the Euro CAD is downtrending nicely. It's about to break the support of 1.4581 level. So I will be looking for the sell on this one too. we might be seeing the downtrend in the lower time frames, so we can follow that too, but never to buy in this particular pair. Euro Swiss franc is also ranging, retracing, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and Chikou span getting closer and closer to the candles, and this is not a good timing to sell or buy. Moving on to USD pairs. USD JPY is up now. On the daily chart it's up, but also on the weekly chart this is also up move. The Kumo Senko span B up, A up, and Kijun Sen also pointing up, and it's about to break the previous high. It broke the previous high now, and it's about to break the second previous high at this 111.69 area, and also 112.23 area. So because the price is near the previous resistance level, it's been retracing. So next week could be tricky because this is close to the previous resistance level. So if you don't see a stable uptrend in the lower time frames, then you better stay away in this particular pair. But let me mark this one just in case, because this is uptrending. I watch this one also next week. And moving on to USD Swiss franc is ranging. Yeah, Kumo flat, too thin and too tiny, and price is exactly in the Kumo now, so at a glance I stay away. Alright, USD CAD is also retracing. The Kumo's Senko span B down, but Senko span A is flat, and overall Kumo has been downtrending. And Kijun Sen flat, Tenkan Sen flat too, because the retracement is a bit huge. So from here, what we can expect is that the market could be in the P wave, squeezing P wave, and it can be in the range. It can be within the range like this way. So until I see the next up or down trending, I will be staying away. Alright, so let's cover the pound pairs. Pound dollar is retracing backwards now. It's retraced down to the Kijun Sen area. So the market is truly in the range. So next week, even if we see up or down trending in lower time frames, it might be tricky. So we better stay away. Pound JPY is, this is better uptrending because the retracement is kind of shallow still, and the price is above the Tenkan Sen still. The Kumo's up, Kijun Sen flat, but the Kumo Senko span BA up, and Chikou span above the candles. So we can expect the continuation of uptrend next week. It can break the previous resistance level of 156.18 level. But before the breakout, I will be looking for buy in the lower time frames, because there is a potential breakout in this situation. Okay, and let's move on to the pound AUD. Okay, at a glance, this is ranging. The prices are in the Kumo too thin, too small, and too flat, and Kijun Sen flat too, and this is ranging. So the price has been resisted at the previous resistance level of 1.8529, and there is no trend. So next week, even if we see up or down trending in the lower time frames, it might be tricky. So my advice is to stay away. Pound CAD is also ranging too. Kumo still flat, Kijun Sen flat, and it's been in the ranging market, so no trend and no trace. And pound Swiss franc is also flat. It's been also tricky, lots and lots of wicks ups and downwards, and this is very tricky market. So I would be staying away in this one too. And moving on to AUD pairs. AUD USD is retracing backwards. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen are down, and the price broke the previous support level of 0.7529 area. But because the Chikou span is too close with the candles, we better stay away. We might see downtrend down on the daily chart or the forward chart, and if that's the case, we can follow the downtrend in the lower time frames. Otherwise, I will put this one as a low priority to trade. And AUD CAD pair is also in the Kumo and ranging, no trend and no trace. AUD JPY is this is bullish. The Kumo has been up and bullish. Kijun Sen is up. Chikou span above the candles on the weekly time frame. Last week, the market was supported by the Kijun Sen and now looks like it's going up. So if we see the uptrend in the lower time frames, then I will be following and look for the buy chance next week. And I will never sell in this particular pair. And let's see, AUD trend is ranging. The price is in between Kijun Sen and Kumo. Chikou span too close, Kumo flat, so I would be staying away. And moving on to CAD pairs, CAD JPY is up, bullish now. The Kumo's up, Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen up, and Chikou span above the candles. So next week could be bullish. It's been a nice N wave, consecutive like this way, so we can expect the next up move on this particular pair. And CAD Swiss franc is also ranging. This is in the P wave, and Kumo's up, but Kijun Sen flat. So I would be staying away until the market breaks the P wave or the resistance level of 0.7530 area. And then once it happens, I will start to look for the buy chance. And let's move on to Swiss franc JPY. Okay, Swiss franc JPY is similar to CAD Swiss franc. It's also flat, Kumo up, but Kijun Sen flat. There was a huge retracement 2 weeks backwards, and now it's in the range. So I will be staying away in this particular pair too. So let's move on to the commodity gold. I have been staying away from the gold for the last couple weeks because it's been ranging. There was a huge retracement, but still this is in the P wave overall on the weekly basis. So next week could be bullish because the price is at the lower part of the P wave, so it could go up. So in the lower time frames, we might see uptrend. For example, like 1 hour chart could be uptrending next week, but even so, it might be tricky because on the weekly chart, this is still in the Kumo. So when you see the prices in the Kumo like this, you can imagine like an airplane in the storm. So it just goes up and downwards, and it might be volatile and also spiky. So I would prefer to stay away and focus on other trending pairs or trending markets than gold. So let's move on to the WTI crude oil. This one looks much better than gold because this is up, Kumo's up, Senko span B up, A up, Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen, and Chikou span everything is up move. And the market is reaching towards the all-time high of 77.22, and once it reaches there, it might be retracing. So next week could be retraced, or next week could be retraced. So we have to be careful of that. But until then, this is bullish. It might break the previous resistance and continue to grow upwards this way. So as long as it goes, we can trail and we can follow the uptrend. Is my mindset. So let's move on to indexes. First of all, Nikkei is still in the P wave and there's no direction, and now Chikou span is getting closer to the candles and there's no direction. So better to stay away. Dow Jones also flat, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat also, and looks like it's about to break the resistance level of 35,180 level. But until then, it might be ranging, retracing, so I will be staying away. But rather, I would prefer to look at Nasdaq and also S&P because they are both uptrending right now. So here's Nasdaq on the weekly chart. The Kumo's up, Kijun Sen Tenkan Sen up, Chikou span above the candles, and this is nicely uptrending on the consecutive N waves. So there is no reason to sell, and we can look for the buy chance next week onwards. And moving on to S&P also is up. This is now breaking the previous resistance and now it's gone up. So we can look for the buy chance next week as well. As long as it goes, you can trail the profits, but make sure to put the stop loss is a key. Alright, Euro stock is now retracing. Kumo became flat, and the Kijun Sen also became flat. For the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks has been ranging, so it might retrace back down to the Tenkan Sen. So next week, I don't see the potential bullishness on this Euro stocks, so I will be staying away. So moving on to UK FTSE 100, this is also ranging, retracing. Now Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat also. The price has been above the Tenkan Sen, so in that sense this is bullish. But if the market doesn't break the previous resistance level of 722 to 0.52, then it can retrace back down to the Kijun Sen, which may happen next week or next week. So unless the market breaks the resistance level, we better not to take trades. And CAC front is also retracing. Now Kumo flat and Kijun Sen flat. The price is above the Tenkan Sen, so in that sense this is bullish, but the price also might retrace back down to Tenkan Sen or Kijun Sen. So we can't be positive for the breakout in this case either. I would say that this is still in the middle of the retracement. So yeah, next week also could be a slightly bearish or slightly bullish, but yeah, looks like it's been still ranging, no direction. Okay, and moving on to Nifty index. This is also flat, right? The Kumo Senko Span B is up, but Senko Span A is flat. Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen both flat right now, but Chikou Span above the candles. So this is bullish as per the location of the price being above the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, Kumo. So the market could break the previous resistance and continue to go up this way. So now the price is at the run number of 15900. Yeah, 15900.15. So once it breaks, then it can go up all the way to 16,000 and onwards towards this way. So let's move on to Hansen. Hansen index has been flat. Now Chikou Span too close with the candles, and there is no trend and no trace. AU200 also flat, retracing now. The Kumo flat, and for the last 4 weeks has been ranging, so there's no direction in the market. But because the price is also above the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, Kumo, and Chikou Span above the candles, this is bullish. So next week or next week, we might see the breakout. Otherwise, it can retrace back down to Tenkan Sen or Kijun Sen. So which way it goes, we're not sure. So in this case, I stay away unless it breaks the resistance level of 7508 level. Okay, and now moving on to DAX index. DAX index also retracing for the last 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Now Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat too, and there is no potential breakout in this case. If the market breaks the Tenkan Sen next week, then we better not to look for buy chance anymore. But once it breaks a resistance level of the round number at 15800.57, then that will be a buy. So, and this is where we have to be patient. When it's ranging, there's no direction, and this is where people lose money. So I will be staying away in this condition. Alright, so that covers the whole indexes. So let me cover the news for next week. We have FOMC, but besides that, we have a couple of other important news. So let me review. So next week on Monday on the 5th, we have retail sales in Australia. So AUD could be affected on Monday morning it's going to be. And Tuesday on the 6th, there will be, in Australia, there will be interest rate decision. So AUD also could be affected by that. And also Governor Low's speech will be there too. and also retail sales in euro will be there too. So if you're holding euro pairs, you have to be careful on Tuesday. And also there is also important news. In the US, there will be ISM services PMI, so US dollar could be affected by this. And moving on to 7th of July on Wednesday, we have FOMC. So this is a big event. So if you're holding the USD pairs, you have to be careful. And also if you're holding the gold, you have to be careful on next Wednesday. Okay, and on Thursday, there will be another speech, governor speech in Australia. So AUD could be affected by that on Thursday, but that's it for the news. On Friday, we have a couple of news in Canada, which is unemployment rate. So CAD could be affected by that news on next Friday. Okay, so next week, I will be keep an eye on the FOMC on next Wednesday, and also the retail sales in euro. This also could be affected. So, but besides these, we have to watch out the important news next week. Alright, so that covers the whole news as well. So for the next maybe 10 minutes or so, let me say hi to everyone, and it's going to be a free talk. Alright, so once again, thank you for joining everyone. Yeah, sorry, yesterday I wasn't able to do the live stream because I had to meet the agent and also the owner, landlord. So because I'm about to sign contract for the apartment in Dubai, but because this is the first time for me, I have to be careful, step by step. So like I mentioned on the Twitter, you don't take trades emotionally, and you don't make decisions emotionally. And I do the same when I sign contracts too. I don't jump into the contract. I make sure that every line is correct, it is reasonable. And also I take time. I prefer to take time to prepare for signing contract. Until then, I will be pretty busy. Okay. Yeah, thank you for joining everyone. So, Richard, Rose, Ben Thomas, good to see you too. Alright, so let's see. Roran and Danish, good to see you too. Donnie, Salesh and Blackwater, Elio, good to see you too. Juan and Jai, good to see you also. Tuan and Rose, thank you for joining as well. Sujit and Orvin, good to see you too. Alright. Yeah, Danish, thank you for the words. Yeah, I am settling in Dubai next week. If I can sign contract today, then I will be settled next week. So you will see my new apartment. This is the hotel that I'm staying, but you will be seeing myself in the apartment in the near future. Oh, Orvin, you're welcome. Thank you for the comment as well. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's see. What about the silver? Let me see. Silver, I think it's pretty much the same situation as gold, but let me check. Yeah, silver on the weekly chart also ranging. The price is in between Kijun-sen and Kumo, and Chikou span overlapping. So it's range. There's no direction. So I will be waiting until the market breaks the resistance level and look for buy. Alright, the P wave is the triangle range, the triangle. Alright, great to see you everyone. Thank you for joining as usual. Okay, let's see. Rose, he says, I have just joined the Ichimoku community but not sure how it works, so any assistance would be appreciated. So please write me an email and I can assist you there. So once you join the community through YouTube of my Ichimoku community, then simply come to my Ichimoku webpage. You can find it on the below description and scroll down and click here. Click this one. Oops, not this one. Yeah, over here, click here to join Ichimoku Discord. And once you connect the Discord to your YouTube account, then you can see all the perks. So that will be one step ahead. Yeah, the lives will be the same time, yes. The live stream will be at the same time as before. Preet says, what parameters are you using on weekly chart in order to say that currency pair is not ranging? I'm using the default setting of Ichimoku. So I never change the parameter of the Ichimoku, but simply I use the default Ichimoku setting, 9 conversion line and 26 for baseline Kijun-sen and 52 for Senko span B, and displacement will be 26. So I simply use the default Ichimoku settings on any time frames. Euro USD and Pound USD. Let's see. Euro USD. On the weekly chart, the price is now dropping down into the Kumo, so this is a range. So it's hard to tell which way it's going. And also Pound USD. Let's see. Pound USD is I think it's also retracing. The price is about to go down, the Kijun-sen. So I would say that this retracement is huge and the breakout of the Kijun-sen is significant. So in this case, I will be staying away. So yeah, simply I screen charts and see which one's trending, which one's ranging, retracing. And when I see the pairs to be ranging or retracing like this, then simply I stay away. So the analysis should be simple, but it should be powerful like this way. Yeah, and no second thoughts. No second thoughts. Alright, so I guess I will be ending the live stream for now. I do see more comments, but I'm sorry I can't answer to all the questions because I have to go. So, but once again, thank you for joining for today's live stream. And I will hope to see you on the next one. Okay, so before you leave, please press the like button if you like it. And please click subscribe and click the bell button so that you get notified as I do these live streams of videos on my YouTube channel. Okay, once again, thank you for joining. And until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and also stay gold. Alright, bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.